that they are planning to cancel it. I want to put it on record. And as a notice for rally for any political party will be sit at home. So if you want, you have to warn them to desist from calling for political rally or mega rally in Biafra land. We are hearing Kepu that they are canceling it. It does not matter. Our sit at home order is not going to be taken back. Our word, we can't take it back. So if they have actually said and shared a flyer that political rally, mega rally is on the 20th in Imo State, we have declared the sit at home, and it is going to be part of the activities. It is going to be part of the activities as we enter the real liberation phase of Biafra in 2023. So this time around, it is action. This person calling me, I don't know why you are calling me. You need to be blocked. As we have entered the liberation phase of this movement, each time we give order, we will never take it back. So those who want to organize political rally, you can put it, fix it every day and cancel it. Any day you fix it, we confirm that it is actually a rally. We are going to order sit at home, and there will be no taking back, because we now want to actually waken the spirit of Biafra people to know how serious we are. So 20th of this month is sit at home. Whether they cancel it, whether they postpone it or not, it is sit at home. For the fact that we actually confirm that some idiots are coming together in Imo State is an insult. And let me also tell you, I want to address some concern. Some people called me that, what if we order sit at home only in Imo State? Why do we have to sit at home in entire Biafra when the political mega rally is supposed to take place in Imo State? So I told the person, I will address this your question or this your concern publicly during this broadcast, so that every other person who may be thinking like that will be properly addressed. So I'm going to address that, why we are going to be having sit at home in entire Biafra land, not just in Imo State. The reason is as follows. We want to send message to the Nigeria Fulani government and to the international community and draw the attention on our readiness and preparedness to leave Nigeria by 2023. So the issue of division is no longer allowed in Biafra land. An injury to one is an injury to all. The reason why they have succeeded in making us a slave or making us slaves in Nigeria today is because of the division that Zikiwe instigated amongst the Southerners. And that division is what we are going to address today. So immediately, if they succeed in telling you, oh, let it be only applicable to the state that the rally is taking place, it means they have succeeded in infiltrating us. They have succeeded in bringing the division to us. We can't accept that. We are more wiser now. So any day there is rally in any part of Biafra land, we will declare sit at home. And let me tell you, the sit at home is going to be the entire Biafra land, because there are people who will be transported from other parts of Biafra state to Imo State. So when you have the sit at home, nobody will travel to the place. Nobody will travel from River State to Imo State. Nobody will travel from Abia State to Imo State. Nobody will travel from Anambra to Imo State. Nobody will travel from Ebonyi to Imo State. Nobody will travel from Enugu to Imo State. Because these criminals, they pay money to PGs and hire people who are hungry for 500 naira. They will hire buses for them. They will put them inside bus and they promise 500 naira to them. And at the end of the day, they will not pay that money to them. They will end up paying them to 200. Because by then, you have no choice. By then, you are already in Imo State. So it does not matter. Even if they like, they will not pay you. They will say, oh, sorry, next time we're going to pay you. They did it. They did it to people they hired to become bishop in Abuja. They promised them 100,000 only for them to have appeared as bishop, and they were paid for 4,000 naira. They were disappointed. And by then, you have no choice. What you see is better. The one you have at your hand is better. You collect it. You only complain. The deal has been done. We are going to lock entire Biafra land down. Any day we confirm that actually some idiots are organizing rally. We are going to start from now to demonstrate our readiness to leave Nigeria, to show that Biafra people did not send P2B. P2B who killed us, P2B who killed my sub members, P2B who have denied Igbo, P2B who denied Biafra, P2B who have not condemned the killing in Imo State, and they want to organize a rally in Imo State for P2B. You people are mad. You people are mad. So for that reason, it is very important, very imperative that the sit at home is not just only in Imo State, but entire Biafra land. And by doing this, those political leaders who feel that they are leaders in Biafra land will understand how ready we are. Nigeria government will understand how ready we are. It is the time for sacrifice. Entire Biafra must obey. The sacrifice has come. We are going to make those sacrifices, and the sacrifice is that we call sit at home, you respect it and stay. I am telling you the fact. Some of them were asking, what have our sit at home, what have we achieved by sitting at home for 1 year? Every Monday. By the way, today's sit at home, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's day, has, witnessed another level of compliance. And we must thank Biafrans for that. Every day as they struggle to attack and end the Monday sit at home, Biafrans are waking up and the thing is entering in a different gear. Today, Monday, especially in Biafra land, we have seen another level of Monday sit at home compliance. Did you not see it? Did you not see it? So we want to show them, if you are asking how Biafra is going to come, the time has come. I told you people that we are not waiting till next year. We are not waiting till 2023. Activities have already started. The liberation of Biafra from Nigeria has already started. So any day we hear political mega rally, any part of Biafra land, automatically we are going to declare it at home. Even if they announce it 1 day before, we will declare it at home. We want to show them that we are in charge of our territory. We want to show them that the Biafra government in exile have been activated, and by controlling the territory of Biafra, the legitimacy to be recognized as people who truly want freedom will be giving that signal to them. So I want you all to understand the reason why we are going to do things differently this year. The reason why it is not going to be business as usual. The reason why they use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, those people that surrounded him, those criminals that surrounded him. The reason why every time when there is time for election, they will always tell him, oh, please, don't go that far. We are not ready. Don't go that far, please. Don't allow them to go and vote. I am telling you that it is good that you actually they send you to go closer to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to have used Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but today you see what you have done to yourself. It is good, because maybe that time was never the right time. Maybe that time was not the appointed time. Now the appointed time has come. When you kick a toad, you don't think you are punishing that toad. You are actually helping the toad, lifting the toad up, and making sure he approaches his destination faster than expected. Because while the toad is jumping, he can never jump as far as he would have jumped when you kicked the toad. So when you think you have kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you think you have ended Biafra. We are going to show you people madness. You see the madness that you people never, expected existed in Biafra generation. We will show you people madness in this 2023. Before we go into this exposition, I want you all to listen to how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was addressing that criminal somewhere. The people that always deceive him, the people that they have always used, the people that always have worked against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the people that got angry that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has COVID-19 people around him, the people that have betrayed and sold him in Kenya. I want you to listen to this.
You don't want to die. You don't want to sacrifice anything. Your life of a slave in Kuwait is fine for you.
You don't want to die. You don't want to sacrifice anything. Your life of slave in Kuwait is better for you. This man don't want to die. That criminal don't want to sacrifice anything. But he is the one who have ordered the killing of Biafrans before now. Of course, he can't try it again. We have told him, any day they call anybody already on Biafra again and the person die, we will tell them that they have blood in their family. This man don't want to die. This criminal don't want to sacrifice anything, just like every one of them. None of them want to sacrifice anything. That is the only thing they want, is to work with Serudo. They don't want to make sacrifice. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was telling them, the criminal in Kuwait, you don't want to sacrifice anything. You don't want to lose anything. I want to be slave. Now I want you to listen to Onyendu as Onyendu decimated him.
You don't want to die. You don't want to die. You don't want to sacrifice anything. Your life of a slave in Kuwait is fine for you. Will they give you Kuwaiti passport? Will they give Kuwaiti passport to your children? Will they allow you to buy a house in Kuwait? Can your children be Kuwaiti prime minister? Then what on earth are you doing here then? That means you're a slave.
No, they're doing nothing.
You don't want to die. You don't want to sacrifice anything. Your life of a slave in Kuwait is fine for you. Will they give you Kuwaiti passport? Will they give Kuwaiti passport to your children? Will they allow you to buy a house in Kuwait? Can your children be Kuwaiti prime minister? Then what on earth are you doing here then? That means you're a slave.
No, they're doing nothing.
You don't want to die. You don't want to sacrifice anything. Your life of a slave in Kuwait is fine for you. Will they give you Kuwaiti passport? Will they give Kuwaiti passport to your children? Will they allow you to buy a house in Kuwait? Can your children be Kuwaiti Prime Minister? Then what on earth are you doing here then? That means you're a slave.
No, they're doing Grenada.
That is our leader addressing that criminal. You know, one thing is that we don't want to, start wasting time on all this. But sometime we'll be coming out little by little, bringing things that will make all this, how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was sold and betrayed, to begin to add up. They hated him for bringing people like Simon Ekpa closer. The hatred was too much. You don't know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu know. You don't know. You don't know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu know. I want to inform you, Biafrans, today. Go and listen and look at some of these criminals, and they are irad. They will tell you, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows 3. The criminals knows 2. How to get Biafra. That there is one that only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu know. That there is one secret that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nobody else know it except Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And this idiot know that there is one secret which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have not told anybody. Yet, he gave a divine directive. Let Simon Ekpa broadcast on Radio Biafra. If you claim you follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, of course, this is not to them, because the people that sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya will never repent. They can never like me. They can never like me. That is why there is nothing you do in this life for them to like me. They can never like me. Because what I'm doing now is the reason why they sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. So why do you think they will come and like me? They will never like me. But I want to tell those ignorant idiots following, still listening to them. When you come to social media, you say that, oh, do you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu know 3 things? Other 1 or 2. Other people know 2. Only him know one secret, that how to get Biafra that nobody else know. Yet, he gave you a directive. You disobeyed him. Do you know whether the secret, that secret that you don't know, is in that directive that he gave? Do you know whether the secret that you don't know is in Simon Ekpa broadcast on Radio Biafra? Do you know whether the secret which you don't know, which you have been preaching on social media everywhere, is the directive of Simon Ekpa broadcasting on Radio Biafra? Do you know? Do you know whether the secret you don't know is that those COVID-19 people will actually come together and work with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu closely to restore Biafra? Do you know whether that is the secret? Or have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu revealed the secret to you? Have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu revealed that secret that you claim all the time? You follow him. That secret, that one secret that he have always told you that you don't know about. Have he revealed it to you? You don't. You don't know. This is how stupid these people were. I have seen them on social media. They are giving narrative. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu know 3. Other person know 2. Have he now told you, review that one you don't know? Do you know what it means? Do you know what it is? Do you know whether those directives he gave that time was the secret you don't know? You don't know. But of course, I do not blame you. Some of you are idiots. If you went to school, not just going to school, if you went to school and allowed the school to pass through you, you will not be as stupid as you are today. You will not be as great as you are today. You will not have this, missed the track. But because you are a very stupid person, you come to social media. You brag how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu know 3 secrets. You brag how only him know 1. You brag how people know 2. You brag how he say you don't know that last one. Now you don't know that last one. That is the reason you must follow what he told you, because you don't know that last one, that last secret that he have. He have not revealed it to you. Yet you disobeyed him at early stage of this extraordinary rendition. Today they are coming to say, Onyendu is saying stop attacking each other. Onyendu say stop attacking. And you know one thing is that they use Onyendu to deceive everybody. They say Onyendu, while in the back, they are stabbing him. We have, before we go into this exposition, I have one entertainment to give you people. One entertainment. I call it entertainment.
Now, before you put open at this trouble again, many Biafrans in Venezuela. Arrange them for one day for protest. Bring Biafrans and Venezuela together and go to one of Parliament office and present the case of Biafra. Freedom. It's only in Venezuela came into the committee. Even go on now with the DOS. Among the DOS and who be kind go with the Kendamosi. In the DOS never asked you one day to leave them with the IPOB family in Venezuela who don't the Kendamosi. If not a chicken, they get to us and won't pattern make this. You can't guru about it. They never ask you for one day with the Kendamosi. IPOB family in Venezuela. Because with your voice at the struggle, with the way they are not having at the struggle, let's go. IPOB family in Venezuela could be one of the strongest IPOB in this struggle. Who they take that to IPOB Venezuela now. Obologene, never only get put that in so. Only Biafra na Venezuela get put again and make coin. Because not to go to Balumu Biafra in Venezuela. Oto give to Balumu Biafra in Venezuela. Would they take them most of Balumu Biafra that Gaga airport to Venezuela? Would they take them most of police Balumu Biafra, Mona, kidnap Biafra in Venezuela? Would they take them most of Johnny the Melumu in Venezuela, but go about they take them most of Okosia. After years, Okosia Baga. If I can strong to change the upper to fearless boys, people are lemon of Okosia Baga. Okosia Baga, they forget to say I was very well. Like I have been in South America. If a wanted person in Abaga. If a wanted person in Biafra land. Many do about Biafra land. We keep in Venezuela. We will not play go the name of me and you won't may check in Biafra land. It does get it on a Biafra strong to keep their Biafra with it. If they cover. Across it really community. We want only live in Colombo Biafra. If that is our cover under the umbrella of chicken, in that room another country. Because nothing people put in on. I think the reason why. If they did not support the whole job, they can chicken the same in my power for her, Chinas and Moon. I think the first nothing you forget the same name when they work in Venezuela. 9 South America, I go over Cosia Bagana. If you come up with a track, probably got a little of Venezuela. If you come up with the Timakazi was of Venezuela, PJ case to Hali. Okay, Shabagana, only go Umo Biafra, we're going to wake them up in Venezuela. Umo Biafra and Venezuela will wake up and come together for this freedom. And the Hagentic set the example. Oh, you go bring them see who Ubo Biafra na Venezuela. Aga kugie ko mas na Venezuela. Apa sa mo ni people no. Oga kaisi. You got antagonist go already. You can step your foot in Biafra land. Opo go Biafra na atoke. Opo kwa ESN na atoke. Ndị na-achụgo ndị bugodi. Ụmụ Igbo to Talangana, Venezuela, Monday na Patalego, careless boys. On down how to get against it. You create a room, add the child money, never will they take them down with you. DOS, DOS, don't you see how stupid that is? We can guru ago, Martinez and Wong, man, I'm telling you, talk to you about over. About that, Mona, had that fight for their leader, IPOB was structured. When you know, you met two ballots on a fight to government for the release of his leader. Principality, the best call of now fighting for the release of Martin Nakalo on the ground political solution. Or it can go, challenge upon the analysis and leave the freedom the Africa. Or we can do not I see opportunity rented, or on a creed, never only last attachment on that they get freedom. In Catalina, look, allo, Mrs. Simon, Ekpa, Chile, Kupitakia. Una bana and Katakita, I won't give us a cool conduct Simon by invite. Obia could see the Simon Akusulema as a name the Carlo. That will never step his foot out from Finland. Simon had another Finland to the man. Simon people from Finland, Bugene, I need to get Euro na Biafra land to share this Fulani once and for all. So let's go to Catalina who napa. This is Simon Ekpa. Chile Kemelisha Guru. Makamua Magomua Papet Mama Godula Bob Let's go and keep this joke on this trouble. Muna Jona and Katambo DOS in Wayne Mazen and the Cal. Ago Adrom. The Webudi no know what the couple of Venezuela. And when they go with the music business, who could Shabaga. DOS will not attach the card now for one of others as well. Simon, if you care about a struggle or with you, Simon, if I came to fight for the freedom of Biafra, challenge voice. Kita kabubu, Chihalia. And this Chihalia even more is yoku. Who let look at this struggle? He didn't labor and then only the African of Ghana Venezuela will forgive you. He won't be both your quality. Mbosade wote gaga kage kanchi. And we are going to face Yukita. We are going to ginger the Africans in Venezuela. Emmanuel will mess at this struggle. VOS in the support. Have you honored the IPOB family in Venezuela? Fearless boys, can you bring the Africans in Venezuela together? The answer is no. They won't get to show you because you're a criminal. The same people to be handled with Biafra. The same is to look at them. He removed Biafra from Venezuela. And when you put the valuable in Venezuela, fearless boys. But when you put in Venezuela, get around fearless boys. What the long-bow for you got on Venezuela can join you. Which is in the non of Venezuela, can cook one time. Fearless, if you forget to say now, almost here in Venezuela, because my next man, Papa, now in China, Dominica, I will see Dominica to Venezuela. The same business, similarly, if you go to Venezuela, you will room Venezuela. The same business, he's not fighting freedom of Biafra. Of course, Simon came back in a fight. Here, Simon, he are fighting for our freedom. You are fighting Biafra. And with Biafra will come after you now. Upon Venezuela came on. What does he take in Venezuela? It is someone. We are going to get you down. Don't worry.
Gano. Dindo. Omrangu. And God forbid, no one Simon Ekpa is not the right person to follow. Come on, Simon Ekpa again, 1%. 1%. Not even 2%, 1% from 100. Can you want to Biafra? Biafra, cha 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 cha.
That is the criminal.
So therefore, I'm going to lay 100% blame money again. One person to follow. Come assign money again. 1%. 1%. Not even 2%. 1% from 100. Can you want to Biafra? Biafra, cha 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 cha. Come assign money again. 1%. 1%. Not even 2%. 1% from 100. Can you want to Biafra? Biafra, cha 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 cha. Come assign money again. 1%. 1%. Not even 2%. 1% from 100. Can you want to Biafra? Biafra, cha 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 cha.
I want you to understand that what you see these people doing, the evil you see these people doing, is not different from P2B. It's not different. It's not different from what P2B is doing today. It's not different from what Azikiwe did. It's not different from what all the governors in the Southeast are doing. Do you think that they don't want Biafra? Do you think that P2B don't want a better country than Nigeria? Why is the P2B running that he want to change Nigeria? Because he's not happy with Nigeria. Because according to him, Nigeria is not working. But do you know that P2B would have preferred to have a different Nigeria than he has today? But do you know what? He has soiled his hand. And because it is Nnamdi Kanu that is fronting the Biafra freedom. So he stayed. Some of them today are not supporting Biafra because the person that is piloting the affair and the person that controls the majority of Biafra movement today is Nnamdi Kanu. So for that reason, they don't want to support it. I am telling you. That is why some people you see, the one forming a militant group in Greek, it's not because he don't want Biafra. But why should it be Nnamdi Kanu that everybody is following? Why should it be Nnamdi Kanu that everybody is following? The same spirit. Anybody that fight against anybody that have something to do to get Biafra is in the same category than other people. Is in the same category than like those forming a militant. Is in the same category with P2B. Is in the same category with Dave Umahi. Is in the same category with Buhari. Is in the same category with Fulani. Is that I am telling you the fact. The same category. Anybody that comes to say, instead the Biafra will come, and it is not me that get it, or it is not that person that get it. If it is going to come from another channel other than this person, then let it never come. That person is just at the same thing as Fulani is. They are the same with Hope Uzodinma. Because Hope Uzodinma also want a different Nigeria. You think he's happy with all the killing he's killed in Imo State? He's not happy. But he has found himself in this mess. So if somebody like Hope Uzodinma come today and start shouting for Biafra, some of the people who did not support Nnamdi Kanu will support him. I am telling you the fact. If Dave Umahi turn around tomorrow and say, okay, you see, this Nigeria is over. Those people you see that are following him today and say APC, they will turn around and support Biafra because it is now Dave Umahi that is shouting for Biafra. I am telling you the fact. If this man Soludo tomorrow turn around to become a Biafra agitator, that now he wants Biafra because Nigeria is not working. All the people in Anambra State, all those people telling you, let us stop sit at home, they will join Soludo to sit at home. Because they will say, oh, Soludo is now a new face of Biafra. They will join it because Soludo have joined it. But because these people are all evil, they will never ever support because it is Simon Ekpa or because it is Nnamdi Kanu. They are in the same category. So do not be deceived. I can never come against anyone that is going to get Biafra. Why should I come against the person? Should I say the person, instead of this person to get Biafra, let the Biafra never come. Why am I here? Why am I making broadcast? Why am I out in the first place? It means I was never genuine. So anybody that said these things, they are never a genuine Biafra agitators. They are all scams. And you can hear the background of the guy. The guy is a criminal from Venezuela, and people don't know him. You don't know. Have you ever seen him? You don't know him. He hide under mic and be dishing out from a bagana. A bagana. He hide under mic and be dishing out Salmonepa this, Salmonepa that. With Madam Bridget. Failures. Failures. And I am going to address Madam Bridget very soon, because she is the one who hide under. If people tell me that Madam Bridget is this evil, I will never believe it. I will never. But desperation can lead people to do anything. If people can tell me that Madam Bridget is evil, I will never believe it. I will never. But Madam Bridget is the one hiding under somewhere and dishing information to this criminal in Venezuela to be attacking Simon Ekpa. Now, that is not why I'm here. Why I am here is to show you the exposition and the similarity of P2B and Azikiwe. But before I do that, I want to bring your attention to something. Biafra is going to be one of the best countries in the world. I want to show you one example of what we, the Biafra people, are doing all over the world. Listen to this.
So the real problem is fuel. It is the fuel. And the answer for it is to go to the electric vehicles, number one. And electric pikipikis. And secondly, to use the railway, where the railway can be quickly repaired. So before I proceed, there are people who are making pikipiki, solar power, electric pikipikis. Are they here? Uh-huh. Okay. You say something. Put your microphone on.
Shop for big back-to-school deals at Going Gone by Dick's Sporting Goods. So many great brands and such a wide selection. Don't miss out on these great savings up to 70% off. There are new styles every week, but you gotta get in before they're gone.
Your Excellency, sir, honorable ministers present.
Remove the mask so we can hear you.
Okay. Your Excellency, sir, honorable ministers present, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Professor Emeka Akezua.
Did you hear that? Did you hear his name? His name is Professor Emeka Akezua or something. Professor Emeka. Professor Emeka Igbo man, a Biafran, is leading the team, innovative team, in faraway Uganda, bringing Uganda to the international community to begin to compete with the Committee of Nations on innovation, producing electric bike, Igbo man. Igbo man. When Biafra come, you think he will be in Uganda? You think he will be in Uganda? Do you know him? You don't know him. When Biafra come next year, you think he will be in Uganda? I am asking you. This is just in Africa. We have many of them in the US, in United Kingdom, in Europe, everywhere scattered. Computer. Igbo man developed it. Softwares. You don't know. It shock you? Okay, it shock you. All right. Now listen.
And electric piki-pikis. And secondly, to use the railway, where the railway can be quickly repaired. So before I proceed, there are people who are making piki-piki, solar power, electric piki-pikis. Are they here? Uh-huh. Okay. You say something. Put your microphone on.
Your Excellency, sir, honorable ministers present.
Remove the mask so we can hear you.
Okay. Your Excellency, sir, honorable ministers present, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Professor Emeka Akezu. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Professor Emeka Akezua. My name is Professor Emeka Akezua. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Professor Emeka Akezua. Honorable ministers present, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Professor Emeka Akezua. I am the Vice Chancellor of the International University of East Africa in Kansanga, Kampala. And I'm here with my colleague, Mr. Alwi Hassan. I am a scientist and engineer by training, and I am happy to present to you the electric motor scientist and engineer. I'm here with my colleague, Mr. Eka, in Chancellor of the International University. My name is Professor Emeka Akezua. I am the Vice Chancellor of the International University of East Africa. My name is Professor Emeka Akezua. I am the Vice Chancellor of the International University of East Africa. I am the Vice Chancellor of the International University of East Africa. I am the Vice Chancellor of the International University of East Africa. I am the Vice Chancellor of the International University of East Africa in Kansanga, Kampala. And I'm here with my colleague, Mr. Alwi. Hassan. I am a scientist. I'm here with my colleague, Mr. Alwi Hassan. I am a scientist, Mr. Alwi Hassan. solutions. So the electric piki that we have created is on the roads in Kampala. We are piloting those, and we have generated a lot of research that shows that these motorcycles are very viable. We can build them here in Uganda using local talent. We can build them with our partners. And
if you work in IT, you need Terra, an all-in-one remote monitoring and management solution to run your entire IT operation smoothly. Onboarding is fast and easy. No contracts, no commitments, no funny business. Just unlimited devices at a fixed cost.
I was going to ask you what your role is. You've mentioned three important. Is there any particular name given to your office?
Okay, according to this man, was rigged by the British because Azikiwe want to cover his corruption so that he will not go to jail. They told him to go and align. He went, the United Kingdom told him, go and form alliance with Fulanese, destroy the unity in the South for their own benefit. And Azikiwe did it. The same thing this OB is doing today. The same thing this OB is doing today is exactly what Azikiwe did. You see that? It OB visit UK Prime Minister. After that, he joined political party. Now let us listen.
Stationed in Lagos in charge of the capital and the port. I was the port labour officer as well. And I also devised a port labour scheme and later a social security scheme, which was one of the first in Africa, which guaranteed workers some income after they'd finished work. it was a providence scheme. As I say, it was called the National Providence Scheme, and I was very proud to have put that on the statute book.
I was going to ask you what your role is. You've mentioned three important. Is there any particular name given to your office while you were there?
I was a Labour officer, a senior civil servant.
Okay.
Sorry, no sound. Did you hear that? He was labor officer. Labor officer in Nigeria. While they connive with Fulani, they threatened Azikiwe to betray southern Nigeria. That if he do not form a coalition with Fulani, they are going to jail him. So he was in Nigeria as a labor officer. Labor officer. After how many years of this scam and fraud and evil agreement of Zikiwe, they have come today again to tell you about Labour Party. Labour Party. A labor officer was part of the scam of coalition, Zikiwe coalition with Northern Fulani. Today, they are again fronting Labour Party. We don't learn. We are no longer stupid. I want you to connect the dots. It was Labour Party during Ziki, it was labor officers, labor. Today, they have come back and they are going to use P2B to do exact thing they use Azikiwe to do. So that after 50 years, your children will be raining abuses on you. How were you people alive and allow P2B to be used against your freedom? How some of you were alive and allow P2B to be used as, to be used against your own freedom. Well, we are not going to give the opportunity for that particular history to come. So that history will never come. It will never, ever happen. The history that we are making today is that we stopped any Biafran from contesting election in Nigeria in 2023. And we stopped election from taking place in Biafra territory. And that led to the breakup of Nigeria. That is the history we are creating today. I am telling you the fact. Write it down somewhere. The history we will never allow to repeat itself is the history of Azikiwe getting threatened by the British to go and form alliance against his own will because he is a corrupt man. Listen.
Take me to the ocean.
In Lagos initially for two tours of duty. determined that I should stay in the civil service after my 2 tours. And I was offered very considerable incentives, including a knighthood, to stay and work for government. Primarily, this was because I had access wanted me to know how much trouble
You were collecting.
Even he himself was in trouble. The British man was confessing that even he himself, as far back as then in Nigeria as a labor officer, was in trouble. He was in trouble. So they have to convince Zeke. What I am telling you today is a very, very important thing. And the quote is that we will never allow P2B to repeat the mistake of Nnamdi Azikiwe. Watch.
Figures. Is that for labor and unemployed people only, or general?
Primarily, but obviously my interest was in the population
Of
generally.
Nigeria.
Yes, and Awolowo, the Yoruba leader of the action group,
Yep.
and Chief Enaharo, they too, other people were saying, where are all these millions of people in the north? Where are they? We're going up there to campaign. We want to know, you know. And you see all these, you know, thousands of miles of not very developed countryside, and yet the northerners are claiming that their voting registration figures are larger than in the south, you know, larger, far more people up there. Well, actually, if you went through the Igbo land, you know, Enugu and that, you saw lots and lots of people. If you went to Ibadan, again, Ibadan teeming, you know, with millions of people, but we didn't actually see many northerners, and obviously not many northerners at that time came to Lagos. So this did arouse suspicion. Now, the Europeans, you know, not stupid, we are watching what's going on in Nigeria, and we too are beginning to feel there's something not quite right here, that maybe the elections are not going to be as straightforward as they're meant to be. Nigeria was being described as the showcase of democracy, and it was expected that the nationalist leaders would win through. But actually, when the election results were announced by the Governor General, before the vote was even in, didn't count for that. He didn't wait for that. I have to tell you, the British were counting the votes, and the British cannot be trusted. They look after their friends. Loyalty is the big thing for the British. And we were friends with the emirs of the north. We looked on people like Enaharo and Awolowo as rather dangerous people. They might even be communists. That's ridiculous, actually. They couldn't be communists in 1,000 years. But this was a sort of thing that was being said. And we were Europeans, we're getting a bit worried about all this. it wasn't quite the honest, straightforward election that we were hoping for.
Apart from Professor Anderson and Dr. Patrick Wilmot that supported your submission on the rigged election, there were other people who also served in the colonial office in your days. I mean, who opposed to this submission?
Initially, I was warned of what was going on by my senior officer, a Major Bunker. I didn't know, and I knew that the Governor General had directed me to take all the office staff of the Ministry of Labour to help Chief Okoti Igbo in politicking in Warri. And this was most irregular. And I
Sorry about that. The sound is back. The thing I want you to understand is that during the time of Azikiwe, the similarity, during the time of Azikiwe, it was same Labour Party. It was same Labour. This man you see here talking was a Labour officer. They are the one who worked underground job to make sure that Azikiwe, who is a corrupt person, who was a corrupt politician, who had financial issues, they used him because he was corrupt. They say, if you do not go and join the Fulanis, we will open your corruption case and you will go to jail. So Zeke sold out. Because Zeke don't want to go to prison, that is why we are suffering today. Because Zeke don't want to go to prison, that is why the hatred between us and Yoruba, you see it, which we have corrected today. At least the Yoruba people will know that we did not support what Zeke did. At least Oduduwa people have come to know we never supported Zeke and can never support Zeke. So I want you to look at the similarity. One is Labour Party. Obi now visited the Boris Johnson office, and as you can see, P2B visit UK Prime Minister's residence. After that, he was advised to now abandon PDP and join Labour. The same Labour, the same criminality of Labour, the same Labour. These are the people who tells you that they are Labour. These are the people who want to tell you that they are Labour. They want to tell you how important they are. They want to tell you how Labour is going to save you. They want to tell you Labour, they are criminals. As far back as then, they supported fraudulent Azikiwe. They supported corruption. They supported corrupt Azikiwe. They know that Azikiwe is corrupt. They tell Azikiwe, this is your corruption. We are not going to investigate it. You are going to just sell your people to Fulanese, and then you will not go to jail. And they were parading Zeke. The same thing coming from the same person today is P2B. The same people, the same place, the same Zeke, the same P2B. Ask yourself, why is this history trying to repeat itself? If not for us, the history will repeat right before your very, very own eyes. Do you see? Some history. Labour Party. Labour, who they say, oh, they are for people who are working. Labour supported fraud. Labour supported fraud. They have come again to support another fraud of P2B. P2B have committed crimes. P2B have offshore companies, offshore account. P2B have $15 million in offshore account against Nigerian law while he was a governor. He didn't deny it. He said he was advised. All this corruption, the United Kingdom know it very well. So P2B is doing business. He has business in the United Kingdom. Nobody know what he has done. That they are trying to pardon him by making sure that he dragged Biafra into election next year. We are not going to allow that to happen. Position has become necessary. But what I will repeat and continue to repeat until this broadcast end is that we, the Biafra of today, will never allow the mistake of Azikiwe to repeat itself again. Never. And that is exactly what Obi is coming to do in a different way. I want to tell you a story. Somebody called me from Germany. He is probably watching today. Called me from Germany. He said, I didn't pick the call because I am very, very busy. I begin to have stomach pain. I told him. So I didn't allow him to talk because I already know where he was going to. I didn't allow him to finish. I told him, hold it there. I have not seen any other tsunami other than Biafra tsunami. The only tsunami I am seeing now is Biafra tsunami. I don't see P2B tsunami. Did you see P2B tsunami? I have not seen that. I have only seen Biafra tsunami, and that is what I'm seeing. This man told me, do you remember I was the one who was supposed to have a program with you and somebody? You know, I said, yes, I remember you're supposed to have program with me on Biafra, on why we need Biafra, why we must need Biafra. I said, I remember you. So when he started that thing, I told him, hey, stop it there. I don't see any tsunami other than Biafra tsunami. What I'm seeing now is Biafra tsunami. There is nothing like P2B tsunami. Okay? And let me tell you, it is a shame. He's watching me now, probably. It's a shame. You people are disgraced. You jump from one platform to another, preaching Biafra, deceiving people. And with your appearance on Biafra program, you give people hope, only for them to go and die. After they died out of your deceit. And they are now 6 feet below. You came out and start talking about Nigeria election. God will never forgive you. I told him this, and I believe that whoever sent him, let him be courageous enough to tell you how I responded to him. Those who sent him to come and talk to me from Germany, he should be courageous enough to tell you what I responded and how I responded. So I'm responding now in public because in case those who sent him are watching. I told him, God will never forgive all of you. All of you who were jumping from one platform to another, preaching Biafra before this particular time, only for you to jump and allow people to die. You come and jump and start talking about P2B and election. God will never forgive you. So after addressing him that way, I caught the phone. But I told him, don't ever in your life call me again. We are going to show you people. I told him, don't ever in your life call me. He is watching me probably. And why I'm making this public now is that for people who want to call me again for such thing. To know how prepared
Send money on a stroll. Send money mid-song. Send money as you relax. Whatever you're doing, wherever you are, send money anytime with the Western Union app.
prepared. How prepared we are. You understand? I told him, don't ever call me again to tell me about Nigeria. The tsunami person. That is if I want to show you around. I don't to the